Have you ever wondered why Apple skipped straight from the iPhone 8 to the iPhone 10? Think about it. Every iPhone generation followed a simple, sequential order, until suddenly, the number 9 just vanished. No iPhone 9. No explanation. Just a gap in the lineup that no one at Apple ever addressed. Was it a branding decision? A marketing stunt? Or is there something deeper at play here? Something Apple doesn't want you to know? Let's break it down. Back in 2017, the iPhone 8 was released alongside the iPhone 8 Plus. It was a solid upgrade. Glass back for wireless charging, a better camera, faster performance, but nothing revolutionary. And that's where things got interesting. Because instead of following it up with the iPhone 9, Apple jumped straight to the iPhone X. At first glance, it seemed like a clever way to celebrate the iPhone's 10th anniversary. The X stood for 10 after all, and this was Apple's biggest redesign in years. Face ID replaced Touch ID. The home button was gone. The screen stretched edge to edge. It truly felt like the future. But here's the thing. Did Apple really need to skip the number 9 to make this point? Consider this. Tech companies don't just skip numbers for no reason. There's always a strategy behind it. Some say Apple did it to create a psychological effect, to make the iPhone X feel like a major leap forward instead of just another yearly upgrade. If they had called it the iPhone 9, it might not have had the same futuristic appeal. But there's another theory, one that suggests Apple skipped the number 9 because of bad luck. In certain cultures, particularly in Asia, the number 9 is considered unlucky or associated with misfortune. Just like how some buildings in the West skip the 13th floor, skipping the number 9 could have been a way for Apple to avoid any negative connotations, especially since China is one of their biggest markets. But if that's the case, why did Apple have an iPhone 4? After all, the number 4 is considered unlucky in Chinese culture too. Maybe it wasn't about superstition. Maybe it was about setting a new precedent. Because here's where things get even more suspicious. Apple isn't the only company that's done this. Microsoft skipped Windows 9. Samsung skipped from the Galaxy S10 to the Galaxy S20. Other tech giants have mysteriously avoided certain numbers as well. Coincidence? Or is there a pattern here? Now, here's where things take a turn for the truly mysterious. Some Apple insiders and tech enthusiasts claim that there actually was an iPhone 9, but it never made it to market. According to this theory, the iPhone 9 was fully developed, but suffered from major flaws, either due to a hardware defect, a security vulnerability, or even a software limitation that Apple simply could not fix in time. Instead of delaying their launch or admitting to a failed product, they made the bold move of scrapping it entirely and moving straight to the iPhone X. But what exactly was wrong with the iPhone 9? Rumors suggest that Apple had been working on a radical new design for the iPhone 9, one that would have introduced game-changing features years ahead of their time. Some leaks hinted at an in-display fingerprint scanner, an advanced biometric authentication system, and even a revolutionary method for wireless charging that Apple later abandoned due to safety concerns. One of the strongest theories points to an overheating battery issue that could have been catastrophic. Given Apple's history with battery-related failures, like the swelling battery problem in the iPhone 6 Plus, it's not hard to believe that they would avoid launching a product that could potentially damage their reputation. The last thing Apple wanted was a PR disaster similar to Samsung's infamous Galaxy Note 7, which was recalled due to exploding batteries. Then there's the possibility that the iPhone 9 simply failed to meet Apple's standards. Perhaps it didn't feel like a true upgrade from the iPhone 8, or maybe it couldn't support the ambitious features Apple was aiming for. Some believe Apple developed the iPhone 9 with a less-than-ideal version of Face ID that was too slow, unreliable, or easy to hack. Others speculate that Apple had trouble perfecting an all-screen design with no home button and was forced to rethink its approach, ultimately leading to the development of the iPhone X. But here's where things get even stranger. Some believe the iPhone 9 exists, but was never meant for the public. There are whispers of prototype devices locked away deep within Apple's headquarters in Cupertino, never to be released. Could there be an abandoned version of the iPhone 9 hidden in Apple's vaults? A device that almost changed the course of smartphone history, but was buried for reasons we may never know? And if Apple really did create the iPhone 9 and then scrapped it, what technology from that lost device eventually made its way into later iPhones? Could features of the abandoned iPhone 9 have been secretly tested and refined for the iPhone X, iPhone 11, or even later models? If so, Apple has done a masterful job of keeping the truth hidden. Theory number 5. The secret government deal. For those who enjoy deep state conspiracy theories, this one will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about Apple. Some believe that the iPhone 9 wasn't just skipped. It was intentionally withheld due to secret negotiations between Apple and the US government. But why would a smartphone company be involved in such high-level secrecy? One theory suggests that the iPhone 9 contained an advanced encryption system that was far too secure for intelligence agencies to crack. Apple has had long-standing battles with government agencies over encryption, with law enforcement often pushing for backdoors that would allow them to access locked devices during criminal investigations. If the iPhone 9 introduced a form of encryption so powerful that even top agencies couldn't bypass it, it's possible that Apple was pressured, or even ordered, to kill the device altogether. Another speculation is that the iPhone 9 was designed to introduce cutting-edge communication technology that bypassed traditional cellular networks. This could have included ultra-secure satellite communication, a next-generation version of Bluetooth that enabled encrypted peer-to-peer messaging without an internet connection, or a new form of data transmission that made interception nearly impossible. If such technology were to be widely available, governments and intelligence agencies could have seen it as a direct threat to surveillance programs. But it gets even darker. Some believe that the iPhone 9 was never meant for the public at all. There are rumors that a small batch of iPhone 9 models was produced, but they were only distributed to high-ranking government officials, intelligence agencies, or even the military. Could the iPhone 9 have been a secret device designed for classified communications or ultra-secure operations? If so, what kind of technology did it possess that made it unsuitable for the average consumer? And then, there's the most extreme theory of all, that the iPhone 9 wasn't just a security risk, but a device that revealed something Apple didn't want us to know. Some fringe theorists claim the iPhone 9 could have included software capable of exposing deep flaws in global networks, revealing hidden surveillance programs, or even detecting secret tracking mechanisms embedded in modern smartphones. If Apple had accidentally created a device that exposed too much about the way our technology is monitored and controlled, scrapping the iPhone 9 entirely might have been their only option. Of course, all of these theories remain just that, theories. But one thing is for sure, Apple is not a company that makes random decisions. If they chose to skip the iPhone 9, there must have been a reason behind it. Whether it was a technological failure, a strategic marketing move, or something far more secretive, the truth remains one of the biggest mysteries in modern tech history.